I didn't plan on going far that day. Just a short walk, a way to clear my head. The kind of walk where you follow a trail until the trail stops, then you turn around like a sensible person. That's what I told myself anyway. The woods behind my house aren't special. No legends, no warning signs. Just trees that have been there longer than I have, and a narrow path carved by people who wanted quiet. I'd walked it 100 times. That's why it stood out. At first I thought it was a trick of the light. Sun through branches has a way of making straight lines where there shouldn't be any, but then I stepped closer and the trees parted just enough for me to see it clearly. A staircase, not attached to anything. No house, no ruins, just a staircase rising out of the forest floor. It was made of concrete, old but intact, maybe 10 steps, wide, clean in a way the rest of the woods wasn't. Leaves had gathered around it, but not on it, like they'd been pushed away. I remember laughing, a quiet, nervous kind of laugh. I told myself it was left over from some demolition, dragged out here for no good reason. People dump things in the woods all the time. Still, I didn't touch it, I circled it instead. The back was solid, no hollow sound, no sign it had been moved recently. Moss climbed the sides but stopped just short of the top step, as if something had rubbed it away over and over. That's when I noticed how quiet it was. No birds, no insects, no wind. The woods weren't silent in a peaceful way, they were silent in a waiting way. I checked my phone. No signal. That wasn't unusual, but the time was. I'd only been walking for maybe 20 minutes. According to my phone, it had been 2 hours. I told myself to leave. I even took a step back. Then I noticed something carved into the side of the staircase, low enough you'd miss it unless you were looking down. A mark, not a symbol I recognized, more like a word that had been erased. Scratched out so aggressively the concrete was gouged. My chest tightened. Every instinct I had was screaming at me to turn around, walk back the way I came, and never come here again. Instead, I put my foot on the first step. Nothing happened, no earthquake, no flash of light, just the dull scrape of my shoe against concrete. It felt normal, solid. I told myself I'd go up one step, just one. Prove it was nothing. The second my weight shifted, the forest changed. Not visually, audibly. Sound rushed back in all at once. Too loud, like someone had turned the volume up too high. Birds shrieked instead of sang. Leaves rattled even though there was still no wind. I froze. Then I heard breathing, behind me. Slow, careful, like someone trying not to be noticed. I didn't turn around. I don't know why. Maybe because I already knew there wouldn't be anyone there. Or maybe because I was afraid that if I turned my head, my body would follow. The breathing stopped. After a long moment, I stepped back down. The noise vanished instantly. The woods snapped back into their unnatural silence, like a switch being flipped. I ran. I didn't look back. I didn't stop until I reached the edge of the trees and saw my house through the branches. Only then did I slow down, lungs burning, heart hammering. I didn't tell anyone. That night I dreamed of stairs, endless ones. Concrete, wood, metal, stacked on top of each other in impossible ways, leading nowhere, leading everywhere. And every time I climbed them, I felt something following just a few steps behind. When I woke up, my shoes were muddy. I hadn't left the house. I avoided the woods after that. Weeks passed, then months. The dreams didn't stop. Sometimes I'd wake up counting steps under my breath. Sometimes I'd swear I could hear breathing in the hallway outside my bedroom door. Slow, patient. Then one morning I found leaves on my porch, the same kind that gathered around the staircase. That's when I knew it wasn't done with me. I went back. The staircase was still there, waiting, cleaner than before. The scratched out mark on the side looked deeper now, as if someone had tried and failed to remove it again. This time I didn't hesitate. I climbed, 1 step, 2, 3. With each step, the forest pulled farther away, like a backdrop being lowered. The air grew heavy, thick enough to press against my skin. By the time I reached the top, the woods were gone. There was only fog and another staircase. Going up. Behind me, I heard breathing, closer than before, I don't know how many stairs I climbed after that. Time doesn't work the same way there. All I know is this. If you ever find a staircase in the woods, standing alone where nothing should be, don't touch it. Don't climb it. And whatever you do, if you hear breathing behind you, don't turn around. If you don't want to miss what comes next, subscribe. Some things are easier to deal with when you know they're coming.